Tensions between China and Taiwan have risen recently amid worries that China may be ready to invade the island country. China has threatened to use military force to reunite the two nations and asserts that Taiwan is a part of its territory. In contrast, Taiwan has existed as a sovereign state since 1949, when the nationalist administration fled there after losing to the communists in the Chinese Civil War. Even though Taiwan has its own government, military and economy, many nations, including China, do not recognize it as a sovereign state. In this video, we look at the history of this battle, the situation right now, and what it might imply for the future of the area. Before we begin, make sure that you've subscribed to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to keep yourself updated with our regular uploads. Tensions between China and Taiwan have fluctuated over time, occasionally resulting in military confrontations and diplomatic disputes. However, there has been a noticeable uptick in China's military activities and combative rhetoric in recent months, which has many people worried that an invasion may be on the horizon. China has dramatically escalated its military presence near Taiwan in recent months. This has involved simulating attacks on Taiwan's air defense systems and encircling Taiwan with armed ships and planes. Chinese leaders have also warned Taiwan that they will use force if necessary to bring the two nations back together. In response, Taiwan has boosted its own military readiness and asked for assistance from other nations, particularly the United States. In response, the United States has dispatched military aircraft and ships to the area and declared that it will support Taiwan in the case of an invasion. The shifting political climate in Taiwan has made things much more difficult. A major factor in President Tsai Ing-wen's re-election in 2020 was her support for independence. China is upset about this and has accused Tsai and her administration for attempting to challenge Chinese sovereignty. The area and the entire world would be significantly impacted by China's probable invasion of Taiwan. It would be the first time since the 1950s that China utilized military force to reunite with the region, and it would probably lead to a considerable loss of life as well as significant infrastructure damage. Moreover, the invasion might have important geopolitical ramifications. The United States might lose ground and China might acquire more sway in the region's power dynamics as a result. It might also inspire other nations with territorial conflicts like Japan and the Philippines to approach China more forcefully. Additionally, there would be substantial economic repercussions from an invasion of Taiwan. Taiwan is a major player in the worldwide semiconductor industry and is home to a large number of high-tech businesses, including Foxconn and Apple supplier. Global supply chains might be disrupted by an invasion with serious economic repercussions. The world community is worried about a possible invasion of Taiwan. A number of nations have released statements denouncing China's actions and urging an end to the situation through diplomatic means. Particularly, the United States has been outspoken in its support of Taiwan. President Joe Biden recently repeated that, in the case of an invasion, the United States would defend Taiwan. The United States has a limited capacity for military intervention, and any such action might escalate tensions with China. Japan and Australia, two other nations in the region, have both expressed alarm about the current state of affairs and have responded by stepping up their military readiness. To now, the prospective invasion has not been met with a concerted international response, so it's unclear how the international community will react. In conclusion, the long-running tension between the two countries have significantly escalated with China's impending invasion of Taiwan. Numerous factors, including the possible loss of life, infrastructural damage, economic repercussions, and geopolitical consequences, make the current scenario cause for alarm. It's vital to remember that there are non-violent options to using force to end this issue. Considerable possibilities for settling this problem should be explored through diplomatic initiatives, including dialogue and meditation. Additionally, China and Taiwan should put their populations' safety and well-being first and take precautions to prevent any unneeded escalation of the war. The international community should also take part in bringing this crisis to a civilized conclusion. To resolve the dispute diplomatically, nations from all around the world should cooperate, especially those having interests in the region. This could entail seeking common ground and identifying areas where compromise is feasible with both China and Taiwan. A strong and well-coordinated response from the international community should be given to any military action by China. This might entail bolstering the military presence in the area, supporting Taiwan and putting China under economic pressure. In the end, the region and the globe should be concerned about China's probable invasion of Taiwan. It is crucial that all parties involved take action to stop the disagreement from getting worse and come to a peaceful conclusion. The international community ought to take action to ensure that this dispute is settled amicably and without going any further. The possible effects on the world economy in the case of a military conflict between China and Taiwan are one of the major sources of worry. Both China and Taiwan are significant players in the global economy, with China being a large consumer of goods and services while Taiwan serving as a significant hub for technology manufacturing. A military clash between the two nations may produce market instability, disrupt global supply lines, and lower consumer confidence. A military clash between China and Taiwan might have substantial geopolitical repercussions in addition to economic ones. Longtime ally Taiwan, the United States has pledged to assist in defending the island in the event of a Chinese attack. A military confrontation between China and Taiwan might potentially involve the US and spark a wider regional crisis. It's impossible to overestimate the potential effects of a military war on the citizens of China and Taiwan. Any military operation would probably cause a large loss of life, harm to the infrastructure, and the eviction of civilians. It is crucial that both China and Taiwan put their populations' security and welfare first and take action to prevent any further escalation of the conflict. Negotiation and diplomacy are two possible paths for resolving the conflict. Both China and Taiwan have previously expressed a desire to hold discussions, and there have been initiatives to normalize ties between the two nations. However, development has been sluggish and tensions have persisted. The creation of a tranquil and reliable status quo is still another option. This might entail an agreement between China and Taiwan to continue things as they are, with Taiwan retaining its de facto independence and China foregoing any military action against the island. This could offer a way forward for resolving the conflict without using military force, but it would necessitate concessions and compromises from both sides. The subject of China's prospective invasion of Taiwan is complicated and diverse, with far-reaching consequences for the region and the entire world. It is crucial that all sides prioritize the security and welfare of the citizens and seek to resolve the issue in a way that is both amicable and long-lasting. The international community should take an active part in resolving the situation diplomatically and making sure that any military action by China is met with a robust and well-coordinated reaction. We can only expect to end this war and ensure a peaceful and stable future of the area via cooperation and communication. If we conclude, the problem of China's prospective invasion of Taiwan is delicate and multifaceted, requiring careful thought and a controlled response. All parties must place high priority on diplomacy and negotiation as a means of settling the problem, because any military action would have significant negative effects on the area and the rest of the globe. In order to resolve the issue in a way that is both peaceful and long-lasting, the international community must play a significant role. Together, nations from all over the world can stop the conflict from getting worse and advance regional stability. We really hope that all parties concerned will put the security and welfare of their population first and take precautions to prevent any needless escalation of the conflict. We can only expect to find a peaceful and long-lasting resolution to this problem via collaboration and communication. We appreciate your time and interest and hope you found this video to be both educational and thought-provoking. Please feel free to leave any comments or criticisms in the comments below if you have any. For more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.